Hi, I'm Debbie. How are you all doing today? Today is August 14th, 2024. Hope you're all having a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I'd like to talk about, I was thinking about some things that I wish my 18-year-old self knew back then. At 59, I wish I would have known it then. Um, but when I was growing up, we weren't really, at least where I was growing up, we weren't taught about money management or planning for the future. People didn't really discuss their incomes or their family situation. So you really didn't have any sense of credit or management, or when you're 18, retirement seems light years away. Like you're never going to be there, so it doesn't matter. But had I known then what I know now, um, at 18, when I got my first full time job, and probably even before when I had part time jobs, if somebody would have told me to just put a few dollars away each week on your payday, whether it was 5 or 10 or whatever it was, and just kept putting it away and putting it away, and then as you got older, turned it into an IRA, CDs, um, maybe start learning how to invest, or put it into a high yield savings. Because when you get older, you wish you had all that money you had when you were younger. All that money you were making would have been great. Um, and also, you didn't learn things like credit's very important. Get a card when you're young, or get onto your parents' card so you can build the credit. Good credit is what you need to get a good deal on your car, to get a mortgage in your house, even for apartment rentals. Um, Credit is so important in a lot of ways, and the better your credit history is, the easier time you have getting things at a good price and a good rate. If not, well, nowadays rates are high anyway, but the rates are higher for people who don't have as good a credit as the other ones. You can start later in life figuring these things out, but it would have been nice if you would have known it then, but you didn't, so that's okay. Um, Learning things like how to balance your checkbook. I know they don't write checkbooks much anymore. It's pretty much all automated, but still keeping track of your debits and credits in your bank account so you know what's going on. So you're not overdrafting and so you're not overspending. Learning at a young age how to live within your means. When you're young, you're invincible and you just don't think that you need to worry about living within your means and saving and um, not just being money rich, but assets rich as well. Um, like when you do buy your first house, if you're ready for another house, maybe if you cannot sell that house, maybe if you could hold on to it and rent it as an investment property, and then buy your next house that you want for your family or your next phase in life. All these things would help when you get older, because when you get close to 60 and in your 70s, you start wanting to not work as much. You're getting old. You'd love to just not have to work as hard, not have to have multiple jobs, not have to work when you're 70, 75, even 80 years old. I see people working then. And I think to myself at 59, I don't want to be running behind that register or waiting on that table or working at Walmart when I'm 75 or 80 years old. So these are all good things that I wish I had learned way back then. Um, and then learning a lot of things just as far as like to invest, you would need to go and find someone like a firm that you can start putting money into that you've been saving and do what my grandparents did call safe, well, later on in life when I learned, but they called safe investing. And it's companies that have been around forever, well, and they got dividends for years and years and years. Um, Now a lot of that has changed, and some of those companies aren't even around anymore. They've been bought and sold, whatever. But these are things I would have liked to have known myself, and things that I wish I would have taught my children better. But I didn't learn it. I was ignorant to it, and I didn't teach them well either. As far as all of that goes, um, hopefully they'll learn because they're still young, and hopefully they'll get a handle on it and live their best life because it's all about living your best life. And you don't need to be rich to live your best life. You don't need to have a stockpile of money. You don't need to have all kinds of material things. Living your best life is different for everyone. Some people are content to just have their nice, quiet, peaceful life. Other people need to be running all the time and have all kinds of things going on, and it just depends on what you like to do and what works for you. So that's all for that topic today. If you do like watching me, I don't know why, but if you do, please like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you and have a wonderful day.